Good Thanksgiving Eve morning, everybody.
Hi.
James says hello as he's taking us down I-4. We're eastbound and down. We're in Florida, obviously. So we were supposed to be on our way to Orlando to pick up 4 pods, take 2 to Bentonville, Illinois, and 2 to Brooklyn, Minnesota, and then we would go from there. But we got a call this morning from one of his driver managers, and she asked if we could be in Minnesota by Tuesday morning. Well, that's not possible pretty much whatsoever, since we would have had to go to Bentonville first, and we would have had this pickup in Orlando. So she calls back after speaking, or actually we called her after a few minutes, because James was really going to try to push it to be there as early as possible, because the customer needed their pod by, what we ended up finding out was by Monday. But if we couldn't make it Tuesday, obviously we couldn't make it Monday, and James is due for another 34, so it was really going to push it to like Wednesday afternoon. So she talks to us again and says the entire trip has been scrapped. We just finished our last trip in Tampa when we did a drop off of 2 pods, the ones that we were supposed to have dropped yesterday afternoon. And when we got there, we found out they had left early, and their manager had quit. So all the times we had been trying to call the manager, he was no longer affiliated with pods. So we did that drop. Now we're just driving. We're going to go to a Love's at exit 44 to wait until we get our next trip. So hopefully it won't take too long. But we may end up either being here in Florida, probably here in Florida, since we're pretty much in the middle of it, for Thanksgiving, which is okay. We're super excited because we got our check that out.
Florida Polytechnic.
Look at that.
Very unique design for a university.
Scientific. So we're taking a moment away from what we're talking about to just check this building out. How cool is that? But anyway, we got all our fixins yesterday for Thanksgiving, so I'm super excited. I'm trying to do myself like that Pioneer Woman or whatever, but the trucking Pioneer Woman. And James is gonna do turkey breast, and we've got some sides and stuff like that. So I so want to do almost like an episode for you guys. So hopefully it works out that we can put something together video-wise for you. And let us know. I do get some feedback about videos, but it's usually about the content themselves. What do you guys prefer? If you prefer videos like this, if you prefer like what I call FaceTime videos where you see my face, which is kind of weird, but if that's what you prefer.
Not as weird as mine.
True. Although I like to look at his face. But do you prefer that? Do you prefer posts? Do you prefer just photos? I like videos. I'm a visual person, and seeing places like this, I'll tell you, when James was on training before I got to go on the truck with him, and I'd find out where he was, or he'd tell me, I should say, it sounds stalkerish. I would YouTube where he would be, or even just Google image where he would be, so I could kind of get a feel for where he was at that moment. But it doesn't do it any justice compared to being out on the road. So if I could do videos for you of places, let me know if you prefer this, and we'll just chat, have a cup of coffee, which I have spilled on myself this morning when we were trying to leave the Tampa yard. So that was fabulously fun. Anyway, so we're just going to go to exit 44 and wait for our next load, our next trip, and we will go from there. But that's quite a morning. We haven't been to Minnesota together yet. I was super excited, especially because we're coming into those winter months. We definitely won't be sent up there. Our truck is just too light to be in snowy areas, if they can help it, and we're coming into those months. So, oh look, a plane. Can you see it? Anyway, so that's about it. We'll update you all when we find out where we're going next.